Good day, viewers. Welcome to Bosol Schools TV. My name is Mrs. Who Knows, your English teacher. Today we'll be looking at comprehension and vocabulary development. What is comprehension? This is a process of reading, understanding what is written in a passage. When you read, you're able to comprehend and explain what you've read in that passage. That is comprehension. Another name for comprehension is understanding. The vocabulary development is the total number of words in a language or words known to an individual which he can manipulate, control, or command at his disposal. When you develop your vocabulary, you find that you have so many words in your mind that you can easily use, control and command at your disposal whenever you wish, because you now know those words, the meaning, and how to use them in your speaking, like when you talk. That is vocabulary development. Now, how do you develop your vocabulary? Number one, you read good books. No English speaker became one without reading good books. Reading good educational, motivational and inspirational books. Books that develop you. Books that help you to grow. And when you're reading those kind of books, when you meet new words, I always tell people, get a pencil, you underline that word. Find out the meaning of that word. Find out the parts of speech in which that word falls in. That way, you retain that word in your mind. Some other time you come across that word, you find out that you already know it. You already know the meaning. You already know how to use it. So therefore, it is easy to comprehend whatever you're reading. Now you see how comprehension and vocabulary development comes to play. If you do not develop your vocabulary every day, how then do you comprehend whatever you're reading? Another method of developing your vocabulary is by listening to good speakers. We have so many of them around the world. We have like Zig Ziglar, we have Nick Vujicic, we have even our very own Wole Soyinka. We have so many of them in Nigeria. That way, you hear them use new words, you find out the same meaning. You find out the meaning, you find out the way you use them. That's another method of developing your vocabulary. Not just relying on your own knowledge. Like I said before, no English speaker became one without reading good books and also listening to good speakers. You can have role models, people that you look up to in English studies. People that you look up to, people that you like the way they speak, the kind of books they write. You can make those people your role models, and from there you can begin to develop your vocabulary. Another way is to use your dictionary. When you come across a new word, how would you find the meaning if you do not have a dictionary? A good one. A good dictionary is a friend to every English studies student. Another method is the figurative use of words. That is the use of figures of speech, like your simile, your metaphor, your personification, your irony, as the case may be. Not every time you just talk in plain English language. You could use figures of speech to spice up your speech. That's another good method. And lastly, your knowledge of denotative and connotative meaning of words. Now, denotative meaning is the primary meaning of any word. It's the primary meaning, the basic meaning of any word. But then the connotative meaning is suggesting something in addition to the primary meaning of that word. The truth is that every English word has a denotative meaning and a connotative meaning. So, if you develop your vocabulary every day, getting the denotative meaning and connotative meaning of any word won't be difficult, because when you come across a new word, you check the meaning, you check the usage. That way you can get the different types of meaning of that word. Before I do a rundown of how to develop your vocabulary, I would like you to state the methods of vocabulary development for me. Yes, that is lovely. Just like you said, reading good books help us to develop our vocabulary. Listening to good educational, inspirational, and motivational speakers. Using your dictionary. The figurative use of words. Like I said, not every time you speak in plain English language. You could spice up your speech with figures of speech. And then learning that every word has a denotative meaning and a connotative meaning. All this will very well help you in developing your vocabulary. And as I said, if you do not develop your vocabulary, how then do you comprehend what you read in a passage? Thank you very much for listening. Until next time, if you're new to our YouTube channel, please click the subscribe button below and subscribe. Thank you very much. Till next time.